Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new topic of this chapter, that is transportation. And in transportation we will read about transportation in animals and plants.
But in this video, we will be reading about transportation in animals only or human beings. Here we will read about transportation, blood and its composition, functions of blood, blood vessels, heart and lymphatic system. As you all know that the body of every organism, it is made up of what? Cell, whether it is plant or animal. The lower organisms may be unicellular, but almost all the higher organisms are usually multicellular. Larger organisms have millions and millions of cells in their bodies and they lie apart from each other. I can give you an example. The cells lying in young root of a tree lie far off from the cells lying at the stem tip. All the cells of body need oxygen, water, mineral and organic food for their survival and maintenance. So they need a certain other substances to carry out their vital activities. Some of these substances are picked up from the environment by some specific cells located at certain specific sites. Other substances may be synthesized by specific cells. Similarly, the animals pick up oxygen by some specific respiratory organs. For example, we are taking oxygen with the help of our lungs, or intake food and digest it in an alimentary canal. Now, a question arises that the substances which are picked up by respiratory organ or food absorbed by alimentary canal must be supplied to all the living cells of the body. Now, what can they do? So, they need a specific mechanism of transportation from the place of their abundance to the places of their scarcity. Such coordinated process carrying out proper distribution of materials among the cells are considered as transportation. Now, necessity of transportation in human beings. In higher organisms, various substances such as oxygen, carbon dioxide, digested food, hormones, excretory products are transported by specialized long distance transport system. The materials are generally transported from one point to another as a result of pressure difference between the 2 points. In human beings, there are two circulatory systems through which the materials are transported to the relevant organs and tissues. They are blood vascular system and lymphatic system. Blood circulatory system is regarded as a kind of vascular system and therefore it is called blood vascular system. A vascular system is that which has tubes full of fluid to be transported from one place to another. The blood vascular system comprises of heart, the organ which pumps and receives the blood, and blood vessels, which are tubes through which the blood flows. The human circulatory system consists of heart, which is the main pumping organ, blood vessels which carry blood, and finally the blood which carries all the material which is to be transported. Two main components of blood are blood plasma and the blood cells. Here in this slide you can see a test tube in which when you give some blood for the blood test and it is there non-coagulated blood, so you can see that plasma is there, red blood cells or the red part is different and there is a buffer coat. Now what is buffy coat? Buffy coat is only a layer of platelets. So we can clearly see that the blood has two main components, the blood plasma and the blood cells, in which platelets are also there. Here in this slide you can see the composition of blood. You can see plasma, blood corpuscles, there is red blood cells, white blood cells, different white blood cells, for example erythrocytes, monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil. Then the blood platelets are also there. In the next slide we will read about the composition of blood, in which we will read about the all different types of cells which are present in the blood and the functions of blood.